I've got the recipe for the best Hawaiian style fried chicken round. Stick around and I'll show you how. Aloha mai kako, my name is Relle and welcome to my kitchen where I like to share all my favorite Hawaiian and local recipes. And I got a yummy one for you today, quick, easy, and packed with flavor. Let's make some furikake chicken. So first we're gonna start with some chicken. I like to use skin on chicken thighs. It gives us the crispy outside. But in order to get that crisp, we have to make like a dredge for it. So we're gonna start with some flour. Regular all-purpose flour is fine. And then I like to add some garlic powder that adds flavor to it. And then a little bit of salt and pepper. I put it in here rather than put it on the chicken. I guess you could put it on the chicken if you really wanted to, but totally up to you. You just mix that in. And I have oil heating up to medium high. It's about 350 degrees is perfect for frying. We're gonna dredge the chicken. So you're gonna take your chicken and you're gonna dip it into the flour so that all of it is coated. Now these have bones in them, totally up to you. I wanted boneless skin on, but they didn't have that. I don't even know if they do that. And you know what, if you don't want the skin, I guess you don't have to. If you're watching your cholesterol or whatever. Just like that, just dredge it. Make sure to shake off the excess. That'll burn up in the oil. Not burn up, but it'll, yeah, I guess if you leave it too long, you get those little brown chunks in it. So all you wanna do is make sure that you get this fully covered. The oil's almost ready. All right, if you have a thermometer, you can check the oil temp. I think I have to get a new one. Mine, I shut it in the drawer. It has a little dent. Yeah, it's almost there. It's still 2 something. You can start getting, oh, one way you can check, I forgot. You can take like a chopstick like this and put it in, and if bubbles start to form, I don't know if you can see that, but see how bubbles are forming around the chopstick like that? That tells you that the oil is ready. So even though my thing was a little bit off, I think it's good to go. You can kind of tell by putting your hand over it. So shake off the excess and in we go. Oh yeah, perfect. I don't want to crowd the fryer, so we'll just do 4. I'll leave this extra one for later. We'll let the chicken fry, and while that's frying, we're gonna make the sauce for it. So you're gonna get a bowl, and into the bowl, you're gonna put some shoyu. Shoyu is Japanese style soy sauce. Find it in the Asian aisle at your local grocery store. Some brown sugar. If you like white sugar, you can do that, or you can do a mix of brown and white. I like all brown, totally up to you. You're gonna mix that up to help the sugar dissolve. And then some garlic. I love a garlic press. I tell you guys that all the time. It's so much easier and you can get finer pieces. So I'll link the one that I have in the description box below. But all you do is put it in, squeeze. Takes a little bit of oomph sometimes. You just knock it off with a fork or a knife. A little bit of ginger. For the ginger, honestly, I just do slices, a couple of slices like this. I don't even peel it, just slice it, toss it in. Because really this is kind of just like a marinade for once the chicken is done. Some green onions, save the bottom, plant it, get more green onions, right? So for green onions, I like to put them together like this. And then all you're gonna do is rock your knife back and forth like, or up and down like this to get little thin slices. See how my cutting board is moving around? If you put like a wet paper towel, just a damp paper towel, it'll stop it from moving. Alrighty, green onions going into the bowl. Ooh, gonna mix that up. And lastly, I'd like to mahalo today's sponsor, Foodland Hawaii, for sponsoring this video. As always, thoughts and opinions are my own, but today we're gonna use the organic nori furikake. You can find this in the Asian aisle. Super yummy, great to put over fish or rice, easy to use, and you can try different things. I like to do it in this, hence furikake chicken, right? So it's a blend of seaweed, sesame seeds, and other flavors. So we'll put that in. This one has black and white sesame seeds. So get yours today. And then we'll just mix that up. So it'll look like this. You can set it aside, and when the chicken's done, we'll come right back and I'll show you how to put it all together for the most delicious chicken you've ever had. Stick around. So cook time of your chicken will vary depending on the thickness. Having the bone in makes it take a little bit longer to cook, but you want to go till golden brown, and finished cook temperature of chicken 165. You don't want to go lower than that. So once it's golden brown like this on this side, flip it over, we'll cook the other side, and then it'll be a great idea if you have a thermometer to check the temperature. If you don't, you can try and go based on color, cut it open in half, and if you see pink, put it back in and keep cooking. We'll be back when it's done. All right, chicken is done. It's at 165. It's nice and golden brown. I flipped it over a little bit to get it going. Shake off the excess oil, and we're gonna put it on a napkin to drain that. Just for real quick. That was great English. Thank you. I know. And while the chicken is still hot, this is the key to this recipe. You're gonna dip it into this sauce right here. And then chicken goes in, and it's just a couple of seconds on each side. So it keeps the crisp, but it soaks in all that yummy goodness, that sweet, that salty, that umami. And the furikake will stick a little bit, but what you do is you just, you can drizzle it after. So if you like it extra crispy, then let the extra drain off as much as it can. It still soaks into it, so it's super yummy. And if you don't mind, if it's a little less crispy, you can let it sit in there a little bit longer. But honestly, I just do a few seconds like you saw. This hand is always like, I don't know what to do with this hand. It's always here, so maybe I should just put it down. All that extra flavor. This is like perfect Hawaiian style chicken. I say Hawaiian style, it's not Hawaiian. This recipe is not Hawaiian. And we should clarify on things, because a lot of things on the internet, right, say Hawaiian. Like putting ham and pineapple on your pizza does not make it Hawaiian. Spam musubi, well, not Hawaiian, but it's definitely a part of Hawaii culture. Maybe Hawaii style or Hawaiian style would be a better descriptive word. Alrighty, last piece in. And then while it's still a little wet from the dredge, you'll want to shake over a little bit of that furikake that we used earlier. So it'll stick. A little, a lot, totally up to you. I like mine's like this. You can put some fresh green onions over it if you want. And that's how you make Hawaiian style fried furikake chicken. If you like this recipe and you want to check out other local recipes, then check out this video here. And until next time, ahui ho.
Thank you for watching my mommy's video.